today's video. I just want to come out here on YouTube because I realize I put a lot of announcements on my Instagram that don't make it inside YouTube videos sometimes. I'm hosting an online content creator workshop. I'm going to leave a link to that down below in the info box. While all of us are sitting at home, I thought that this would be something that would come useful to a lot of people out there who want to be bloggers, influencers, YouTubers. We're going to be covering a bunch of things. The link in the info box is going to give you more information, more details. So if you're someone who wants to be a content creator, go ahead and click on that link and join the online workshop. We do have limited seats. So make sure you guys go ahead and fill that form out ASAP if you're interested in applying. Okay, now over to the video. Hi guys, and welcome to today's video, also featuring a very special guest. Can you guess who? Nawab.
Oh no!
Supposed to hide my face now, otherwise.
Nawabi and all. What is happening?
Just.
Okay, I put out an Ask Jerry thing on my Instagram stories a while back, and there was a little bit of a boo-boo in the process of this. I took all the screenshots and then I thought I sent it to my laptop. Turns out I didn't, and then I deleted them from my phone, and long story short, I lost all of your questions. I'm really sorry. There were a lot of questions, but I retrieved a lot of them back again because a lot of you on Instagram were generous enough to go, I have hair on my forehead, to go ask me, to go ask those questions once again on the comment section of a particular post. We have some of Jerry's hand-picked questions that he will be answering in today's video. You know, it's been a while since I did an Ask Aanam video also, so maybe that is gonna go up soon. Stick around, stay tuned to
maybe
my
Ask Aanam and Jerry video?
like an Ask Chashma Ranjan video.
Ask Chashma Ranjan.
But like they're asking you, then they'll ask me, तो same ही बात हो जाती है ना, I think. No? Why are we swinging?
I don't know.
Let's stop swinging.
So thank you for those questions. I'm actually quite touched that a lot of you took the pains to ask me some questions, which was quite surprising.
I wasn't surprised. In fact, I told him that we should do an Ask Jerry because people ask about you every time I go on live and stuff. So you know what? Let's not make this intro any longer, guys. Let me pull out the screenshots and let's dive right into it. The first question that Armania has selected is from Falguni Deswal. She says, what does Jerry do and what is his role in your career?
What do I do? That's a very interesting question.
Why are you laughing?
So professionally, I've joined Aanam at What When Where.
They know that.
Yeah, so what do I do at What When Where is...
Everything.
I had the humor appeal. I'm the official Chotu
Oh
of What When Where.
Be serious now. It's a work-related question.
Yeah, so what I do is, what I kind of try and do is help Aanam with our content, thinking of ideas for IPs, because that's what I'd been doing for most of my career.
Like our series, for example, Makeovers is an idea I've been sitting on for 2 years, but it was after he joined that it really came to life because he got structure into it.
So I helped develop that. Obviously, touch base with clients to sell, to get sponsors and stuff like that.
We have 4 other IPs lined up that you work. IPs are series basically, like season 1, season 2. We're working on a lot of this. Yeah.
So that's that. Then I handle a bit of HR for What When Where, which basically means that I go to Aanam for everything. So that's that. And then we have started something which is new, which is called the Toolbox, which obviously you guys know. That's coming up slowly, but there is work going on there, so that also is happening.
You've answered too much in one question. Chalo.
Okay.
Next वाले पे जाते हैं. Okay, the next question I have is from Bhumi Navale. How did Jerry convince your parents? He didn't have to convince my parents. This question should not have been selected only by you. Like, I don't know.
No, so I wanted to make that clear. I didn't have to convince her parents about anything. We had one dinner in which I met, I think, your...
For formally you met them
formally,
कि आपकी बेटी से शादी करना है was the first time it came up there.
So that was the only dinner that happened. That was the only formal conversation that happened between
17th May 2016. You
रेस्टोरेंट का
kind
नाम
of
भी बोल दो.
China Gate.
मैनू भी बोल दो.
अच्छा वो याद नहीं है. But basically, my parents knew about him from the start. My mom knew about him from like first date. My dad knew about him in a couple of weeks after we started dating. And but we never had to convince. Like,
thankfully I never had to convince neither her parents or my parents.
Yeah,
so.
None of our parents needed to be convinced. The Fabulous Fuss is asking, hi Jerry, hi there, hope you're doing good. What made you leave your career of almost 2 decades? You're right about the number, by the way, for joining Aanam in her line of career. Of course, there must be loads of love and respect and dedication for the work she does. That might be one of the reasons, but I wish to understand what motivated you individually. Also, I was so happy to hear the news when you all shared it. Thank you, love, respect. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It was actually a conversation that we'd been having for a while, that eventually that I will join Aanam at What and probably kickstart something new of our own together.
Say the truth also. How much I had to beg you?
No, she didn't have to beg me too much.
Of course I had to. There was here the convincing was there, where I had to be like, listen.
So that those conversations happened. I mean, it just felt like the right time. Obviously, we had a long discussion just before I
actually resigned.
Yeah, took the step to join her. But having said that, it was always on the cards. No one had to convince me of anything. What I did see and what made me feel was that she has immense potential. She's doing great work. Felt that we could expand, and hopefully I'd be able to contribute to that expansion of What So here I am.
Okay, this next question is kind of interesting. It's Nancy Lova is asking, when did you think was the right time for you to ask Aanam to be your girlfriend? And how long did you two date before asking? Okay, now I'm confused. You mean like, she means like from dating to like officially committing types?
So here's the interesting thing. I don't think I ever asked her to be my girlfriend.
Yeah, you just told me you love me and you want to marry me 2 days after we started dating.
I straight up asked her to marry me.
तुम 0 से 100 निकल गए तो गर्लफ्रेंड की तो बारी आएगी ही नहीं ना.
I mean, when you know it's right, right? I mean, you know. So I never really asked her.
I thought he was mad.
I never really asked her to be my girlfriend.
You just asked me to marry you.
Yeah. What we did enjoy was we enjoyed spending a lot of time together. We enjoyed talking to each other. We just enjoyed each other's company so much that I think over a period of time it just became understood that we are dating now.
Well, to be fair, like I'm just like in my brain rewinding a little bit. When we started going on like these dates, you never said like, we never said oh exclusive or oh boyfriend girlfriend.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I mean, you went and said you want to marry me on the second date. That's a different thing. But I feel like it was about a month in when we we just approached the topic just for the sake of transparency. I remember this was at your apartment at that time, and we talked about it and we said that hello, this is happening and I hope you're not going on dates with any other women. But he wasn't. I knew it, but I just wanted to hear it once just to be sure.
So yeah, till date I haven't asked her to be my girlfriend. Bas aa gayi. Next.
शादी करने के लिए पूछा था. I've never shared your proposal video on my Instagram.
Oh, you haven't?
Never.
Even I haven't seen those videos.
Of course you have.
I've seen that photo.
No, babe, you have videos and all, everything. You're forgetting now. We've all seen the videos and all, but it's there. मेरे पास है, मैं दिखा दूँगी अगर याद दिलाना है खुद को तो. Uttara Iyer is asking very sweet question.
This is a very interesting question actually.
Do you think marks matter? How much importance have you given academics all through your life? What do you think about college admissions basis marks without considering anything else? Might seem like a weird question, but I'm just asking every person who's willing to answer. Well, I have an opinion on this, but this is Ask Jerry, so Jerry is going to answer.
No, feel free to contribute after.
I have a feeling your answer is going to be the same.
Alright, so the reason that I chose this question was it was a very interesting question and a very important question. Do I think marks matter? I'm kind of torn about it because the system right now is set up to consider marks over everything else, unfortunately so. Do marks really matter? No, marks is not the be all end all of everything. Your knowledge matters, your skill matters, your absorption level matters, and stuff like that. But unfortunately, the school system is set up for us to just mug things and
Memory.
then write it on answer sheets of papers and papers
It's more memory
and stuff
driven.
like that. Yeah, so that I don't agree with, but unfortunately, that's the system here. Till that changes, yes, marks do matter in the real world. Academics is extremely important. No matter what you do, I think you need to have a certain level of education behind you, a degree behind you, and go on from there. Yeah, it's backup. It's also it's also knowledge. You're learning. That's about it. I mean, it's not like you ever stop learning, but I think academics do matter.
Okay, this next question is from Miss Nandini. What does he do professionally? I think that we've established by now. Also, his whole education thing, what did he pursue?
So, it's a funny story. I've never been, mathematically inclined ever in my life. She can attest to that. I don't understand numbers.
Son of a banker, ladies and gentlemen.
Son of a banker. My dad's a chemistry honors major. My mom's a zoology honors major. My younger brother's a physics honors major.
And your wife loves numbers.
Yes, and
It's
my
so
wife loves numbers, but I don't understand numbers and stuff like that. So when I did my boards in my 10th standard, I got good marks, right? And so at that point in time, I don't know whether the system's changed or not. CBSE, after you get a certain grade, they automatically put you into a stream to pursue in 11th and 12th. I don't know whether that's changed or not. So I got put into the science stream, which is basically physics, chemistry, mathematics.
Your junior college was science?
No, saying the story.
Sorry.
So automatically got put in the science stream. I had to go fight with the principal. I had to take my dad to get me transferred to the humanities stream. At that point in time, science was the top marks, guys, and then came commerce, and then came humanities.
Humanities means arts.
Arts, which is basically English, history,
Literature,
languages,
yeah.
and stuff like that. So I had to really fight with my principal. My dad and mom agreed. I mean, they didn't understand it too much at that time, but they supported me, of course. They came to school with me. They spoke to the principal saying that this is what he wants to do. The principal didn't get it. I mean, no one really got it. I just knew that I wanted to pursue English. I wanted to learn history and stuff like that. So that happened. And then after that, I obviously did my English honors out of Delhi University. I also did my postgraduate in mass communication from this DCAC college, again in Delhi. So I've grown up pretty much and studied pretty much in Delhi. Also did a bit of German at Max Müller.
You also did a bit of?
German.
No, but basically your grad degree is in arts is what you're saying.
English honors, yeah.
To give you... You've selected a really interesting next question. It's from Mihika. How is it living with Aanam, as she's a big influencer and YouTuber, and cause of this, her being vlogging on your personal trips as well? Don't you feel, why is she always filming your trips? How you're understanding what I'm trying to say. Hope you're understanding what I'm trying to say. This was a very interesting question you picked.
So, I mean, initially it was a bit kind of, strange to be with someone who's just filming always, but not anymore. I mean, this is a work and she enjoys it and I've started enjoying it as well. So it's fun. It's fun. Yeah, of course it's fun. I help I shoot for her sometimes, not like this, but behind the camera, of course. So it's fun. It's actually quite fun.
Also just if I may add a little bit, for him, I'm not a big influencer or a big YouTuber. For him, I'm his wife. I'm your wife first.
She's the biggest influence in my life. She's the biggest influencer ever. She's the biggest YouTuber ever.
Are, but she means it in a different way. Like, I'm not like a digital celebrity to you. I'm your wife.
You are a celeb. She's a celeb.
Now he's just going on now. Okay, then there's this next question you've selected. This one is from Ambika. Okay, this question is actually to me, but you've selected it. Aanam, does Jerry cook? If yes, what does he cook? The only thing Jerry cooks is my brain. Jerry can't even make Maggie, and honestly, I'm okay with it. Like, I don't mind if you can't cook.
I can't cook. The only thing that I cook is Aanam's brains, and that's yummy.
As long as you can eat what I'm cooking.
Yeah, that I can. I can also boil water. I can. Of course I can. Of course I can.
Okay, next question that you've selected is from Nazia M. I think this is the same Nazia M who's been like one of my followers from when I started my blog. I used to talk to her on Twitter. I think it's the same Nazia. Are there any silly words or phrases that you've picked up from Aanam that are just a part of your vocabulary now? I think we're all guilty of this.
It's not part of my vocabulary, but there are certain things that she says that's adorable. Like,
That you've picked up?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't picked up, like, I don't use them, but some of the stuff is really, really
Like
adorable.
what?
Like, for example, when we're trying to watch something in the night, when I suggest a title to her, which is usually new. I mean, she likes to repeat watch a lot of stuff. I like to watch new stuff a lot of the times. And whenever I suggest something, her phrase is, all my brain slots are full
For the day.
for the day.
Listen,
That is
you're like,
one.
you're revealing.
Number 2 is when she gets up, she doesn't wake up. She buffers. No, that's something that I told you.
That's your turn.
That's my turn. Yeah. So yeah, all her brain slots are full.
So, may I just give some context? It's a thing, right? There's a lot that happens in a day. There's a lot that I'm consuming, creating, going through in a day. Sometimes at the end of my day, I don't have the mental, emotional bandwidth to watch something new and get invested in a new character or a new thing or a new show or a new movie or anything. My slots for the day are just done. I need to watch something that's comfortable. Like I need to eat dal khichdi for my brain. So like I need to watch like Friends or Big Bang Theory or something, or Harry Potter. Something that's just comfortable enough for me to rest and let my brain You're making me sound so stupid by this.
Basically, all her brain slots are full.
But it's a legitimate feeling.
There are USB ports in which pen drives need to be put. So
The next question is from Okay, I can't pronounce her name. Vartu. I don't want to say it wrong. Okay. One thing that Aanam does that instantly melts you.
that.
I didn't do anything. I literally just came like this.
That.
What did I do?
All she has to do is look and smile. Aww. And then she does this puppy dog face sometimes, which is like,
I have
So that's
no idea what my puppy dog face.
Sure, you know it. Okay, next question. Okay, next question. Wait.
Nahi hai. Transfer proof lipstick. Okay, this next question is from Shriya Popat. She's asking, hi Jerry, one quality you think that Aanam has and you don't, but that's what helps you all maintain the balance in this relationship.
I mean, we are polar opposites when it comes to a lot of stuff in terms of our habits, in terms of likes and dislikes, in terms of how she approaches life, in terms of how I approach life and stuff like that. But thankfully where we do meet is we have the same certain values. I guess that kind of helps us. One thing that I don't have is her drive. Her ambition, her hunger. Not that. That too. So yeah, so that is something that I don't have, but I don't necessarily call it balancing our relationship out, but that is something that she has that I don't have.
I think it balances because like you're right about hunger and ambition. Then I like pick you up and I like drag you and I bully you into doing extra work and yeah, it's true, I do that, guys. Sorry.
No, that's a good thing.
Moving on to the next question. How did Jerry know that you were the one?
I think we've already answered this question.
Really?
No?
I don't know.
How
Tell
did
me.
I-
How did you know I was the one?
I still don't know. How did I know? I mean, there's no particular point. There's no particular incident or instance that kind of made me feel that she was the one. As I said, we started to spend a lot of time together. We spoke. We watched movies. We just enjoyed.
I think he realized he made so much. Sorry. I think you realized you made so much effort with me that you were like, "Is mehnat ko waste nahi karna hai." She only has to.
No, I mean there was no effort at all. All I had to do was just show up and shut up. I mean, she used to talk.
मुझे रिफंड चाहिए.
Hey!
nahi milega. So there was no particular incident. I mean, it was just a cumulative effect, I suppose.
Okay, next question that I have that you've selected is also from Nazia. If you had to guess what Aanam did when you initially met her, what would you have picked? Very random, I know, but I like the question. What did I come across? Like,
I mean, I knew that you were a fashion blogger,
pretend I
etc.
wasn't,
because
na.
you were coming for an interview.
Jhoot mat bolo. This story
I took
na,
her interview.
lies.
Jerry.
Lies.
I
Please
took her
go
interview.
and watch the original Ask Chashma Ranjan video, the first one that we shot just after we got married. Lies. I think one of these days I'm just gonna get your ex-boss on video call and record that video and keep it for posterity for every time you try to lie like this. Acha, but batao na, what would you have guessed that I am if you didn't know that I was a
No, I mean, certainly something to do with fashion for sure.
Okay, next question. You selected lots of Nazia questions. There are two more over here.
Oh.
So one is
She asked a lot of questions.
I think she's the same one because from the OG 2011 follower gang. Something about Aanam that surprises you every day, and I'll ask her next question also. One thing you have both taught one another surprises you every day. Ka pehle bolo.
Oh, her drive. Again, I mean, it's just insane how every day she wakes up, gets into work mode, create. She's just working non-stop throughout and stuff like that. So that is something that surprises me every day. And her maturity for her age. I mean, wow. I mean, she's more mature than me. Yeah, she is. I'm the kid in this relationship.
For anyone who thinks I'm with the older hot man, hello, he's a child.
I am a child. So yeah, her maturity for her age, her understanding of business, her ability to handle her business, her ability to just keep on doing what she's doing day in and day out for so many years, and she doesn't show any signs of stopping or slowing down. So that's something that surprises me every day.
And what have we both taught one another?
She's taught me how to be more active, more proactive, if I may say so. She's taught me how to, how to never give up, basically. That's that.
You got lots of kisses from me in this video. Sana Mehta asks, what's your favorite dish that I cook?
Dosa.
Egg dosa?
Any dosa.
I think your mom makes better egg dosa, na? But
You will get there. You're getting there.
but what is the favorite dish that I cook? Egg dosa only.
Dosa. And sausages now. She makes some excellent chicken sausages.
Link to that in my IGTV down below. For my IGTV.
But dosa will always be my favorite because she took the pains to learn it of my mom when we were down in Chennai once. She was in the kitchen. She learned how to make it simply because she knew that I love it. Thank you.
Give me also Kishi. Nandini Agarwal is asking, are you enjoying the journey with what, when, where?
Yes.
Okay, next question you've selected is from Prajalata Sharma. I would first like to start by saying that you both are true inspiration to those who would want to know what true love is. How sweet. May you both live together for 100 years till you have wrinkly skin but amazing hair. I need
Not
that.
mine.
But I need amazing hair again. My questions are, and she's got two questions. If you could write a song about your life, what type of music would you use? And in what situations do you feel most afraid or insecure? I love you both. Thank you. We love all of you so much.
It's a very interesting question.
What music would you use for our life?
What music could I use?
Sounds like a genre type question. Like pop, like ghazals.
Rock and roll. Classic rock.
I would throw in ghazal, but this is not an Ask Aanam, it's Ask Jerry, so guess we'll have to stick with
Rock
that.
and roll.
And what's it?
But we do have a song.
Yeah, but she's not asking that. No?
I just want to say it. It's All of Me by John Legend. Please go and listen to it.
I will link in the video for you guys somewhere here and in the info box of our first dance at the wedding. And the second question she asked, in what situations do you feel most afraid or insecure?
I would like to think I'm never insecure. I would like to think nothing much scares me. But one thing that I worry about a lot is when Aanam falls ill. I mean, it doesn't happen often, thankfully. But when she falls ill, that scares me a lot.
I can attest to that because it's like Mummy is freaking out on one side if I ever fall sick, and Jerry's freaking out on the other, and I think I get better faster just because I need to calm them both down.
Yeah.
That is true. Khushi Mathur is asking, where and how did you guys meet first and what made you fall in love with each other? I feel like we shouldn't answer this here. I am going to link the Ask Chashma Ranjan part 1 and part 2 videos in here for you guys and down below. Please take a look at that. That's an in-depth analysis of our love story and how we first met. Okay, we're down to the last question. It's from Dr. Maggie. In relation to you aligning your businesses as one big business, how has it affected your finances as a household? This is basically going from 2 individual incomes to 1 wholesome income. And so how has that been? Is it challenging or does it bring more revenue? Secondly, is it possible to afford a whole team of managers and editors based on 1 single revenue?
It's a very big question, very important question.
And it's a very good question.
Very good question. That's the reason that I kind of marked that
it
out. Yeah. So yes, I don't think we both are comfortable talking about our respective finances in a video or anything like that. But having said that, yes, that was one of the major conversation that we had before I started, working with What When Where. Because obviously, from 2 income household to a single income household, there will be that miss of that 1 single income that used to come in. But having said that, we spoke about it, we talked about it. I think long-term plan, I think we are good. We did crunch the numbers, we are good. Yes, that was one of the major conversations, I have to say, which kind of stopped me all these years. But when we actually sat down, spoke about it, and we looked at it from a long-term perspective, it kind of made sense.
I'll give my 2 cents. Lamba socho. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. When you're starting a business, you can't expect anything to happen overnight. But dur ka socho, and I feel like the more you think about wider down the horizon, you'll get good answers. And I guess that's what we did. That's the strategy we went with.
Yeah.
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 Awesome. Thank you, Jerry, for being on my channel and
You're
answering
welcome.
all of these questions. Make sure you guys go follow Jerry if you aren't already, because this bunny is very active on Instagram now and puts up a lot of crap about me also on Instagram.
Wife Chronicles. #.
Okay. Thank you for watching this video. I'll do an Ask Aanam soon, so stick around to my Instagram stories or community page here on YouTube for when I do a call out for questions. I love you guys very, 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 very much, and I love you even more.
Thank you.
Bye guys. Hey, subscribe before going, huh?
Oh yeah, subscribe, like, comment below.